What's up, guys and girls? B2 checking in with a little bit of Factorio here, so stay tuned. So I'm playing this game called Factorio, and if you haven't seen it before, I saw it on a stream by Jester 1147 on his Twitch stream, and so we were big Minecrafters together back in the day. We've been hanging out, but you can see it's kind of an automation game, and as you would kind of expect, it's based on a factory, but it's based on a spaceship crashing. And then you end up on a planet and you kind of starting from zero. You don't have the recipes, you don't have the skills, whatever you need on here. So you start up in this area, and you can tell that there's a little bit going on here. It's a little noisy next to certain machines in my headset. So I'm going to move away from the little electricity generator. But you can see that it starts off, and when you hit the E button, it tells you what you can build here, right? So you're very limited in the beginning. It's usually mining and gathering resources, but you can make conveyor belts. You can hook electricity up. If you stand on it, it kind of wheels you around. There's different things that I'm assuming over time, like because I unlocked the assembler here, I built a radar, because it wants you to go on the mini map up here and be able to, like, move around and see what's going on. And it's a basic radar, so it's only showing a little bit. But you can see, like, this is all the copper that's backed up, and there's only one arm or one set of arms that has fuel. The top doesn't. So if you go click on it, I can actually put some fuel in here, and then boom, it starts to operate again. But the next one's going to also need some fuel, and then boom, you see them, it starts to pick the copper off. Boom, and then it will shorten off what's in there, right? So right now they're making copper plates, and it's moving the copper plates into this chest here, which then I move in to make research, right? So if I come in here and pop onto it and I get copper and iron gear wheels, I can click in here and load the inventory. And now you can automate the belts and everything to put it into the machine for you, which is cool. You can also make copper wires. So if I was to throw in some copper here, some copper plating, it will make the copper wires. Now I could build a chest by that, put on some conveyor belts and do that. So if you look down here, we also have the same problem. I got to refill the fuel. So we're going to go ahead and pop that in there. We're going to go ahead and throw a little bit of fuel in this one, which will stack up this material, the metal. Now I've got tons of metal. So the idea is to run off of this objective bar up top, right? Research the steam power technology. So if I hit T, it's going to tell me that steam power is the next one. I've already got the basic mapping. So if I click on steam power and I start the research, then any of these little packs here that we're making go towards that research. So you're trying to gather enough supplies to keep that. See it? It's right here. It's going and making some research. So the more little wheels you put in, the more iron gears, that you get here. Where's it at? You pull the iron gear, put it in. So now you can, what I'm looking to do is the next step is to basically automate, and I'm probably going to purchase the full game. What's cool about this is not only the solo mode, but you can go in and play a multiplayer game, right? If you save the settings, but if you start a new game, it gives you the option to play with friends, which I think would be really cool. Haven't done that yet. There's a few guys from Jester's community. If you look at his Discord, and if you go to his Twitch, Jester1147, you can grab his Discord from there, join his community, and jump in, right? So now that I'm producing these and it's going towards the research on the steam power, I can hit the T button, and you can see I'm 81% researched here, and it's going to keep putting it in there, and then boom, it'll unlock the next one, which is electric mining using power and improved personal equipment, right? So you start to run down this tree. Now this objective hint here will really be kind of your guide to go, right? So once that one's done, you can click hints here, and it has some basic hints, but this right here will show you what it is. So I want to, yep, there you go, the sounds in the headset. That research was completed, so if I click T again, now boom, the steam power's done, and then I can select what's next. But I want to keep in mind, it says go to the compilatron. Where's he at? He's usually just sitting over here. Yeah, he kind of sits out here on the edge, and it'll, once you get close to him and touch him, it pops you out and it shows you that there's a hive out here, right? So you can build stuff to fight these guys off, and they're gonna, it's like they're getting closer and closer and closer, right? So let's watch this little tutorial. Oh, man. And then it looks like they're going to be able to grow some more. So that's going to probably teach us how to do some defense, right? If I click on there, it says have a lab, assembly machines, have an offshore pump, have a steam engine, have a boiler, have some small electric poles, which we already did, right? So now I've got to go in and build a lab. If I hit E, I don't know how to build a lab, right? It's not on my, is it on here? Let's see, lab, right? So if I click it, I'm going to need 12 gears and 10 electric cards. I've already got the steel plates. So if you go in, it's basically the same. So I'm going to come into here. I'm going to click in. Where's the gears? The gears are up here. So if I can click on here, it will tell me for the lab now that I need, it'll give you the update. It says you need 10 of the cards, which I don't have made. So if I come in here, it says I need to have wire and then iron plates, right? So I'm going to come down here, grab, where's the wire at here? Yep, so the wire is right there. Now I can come back in, fill up the wire, and boom, it's going to start knocking out some of these little cards for me, right? Now I already had some built so I could take those out. And now if I look, I'm going to have enough to build a lab. I can click on it. Boom, it transfers over to the inventory side once it builds, and now I can place a lab. It says it consumes electricity, so I'm going to throw this lab. Now, this is where it gets kind of fun. You have to determine where you're going to build stuff, and then, you know, take them apart, right? It needs electricity, so I'm going to go grab an electrical pole, boom, hook it up, and then put these back in. Now, I have power here to the lab. Now I can build stuff in here, right? Consumed by labs to progress the selected research. So now this is going to also require, oh, and then you look, I'm out of fuel up at the top here. So, you know, this is where I got to run some automation through to make sure that these don't run out, right? Because, you know, you want to keep, what is that? I can't get close to that dude. He's shooting at me. Look at that. Oh, no, bro. Okay. So it looks like these tracks are damaged then, the closer I get to it. So I can't even go. Can I go refuel over here? Can I get close enough? The dude gonna shoot at me some more? Guy sounds nasty, man. All right, so we got to deal with that guy, but I'm sure it has to do with advancing. I don't even have a gun down here. Where's my gun and the ammo, right? So we got to do personal gear, I would imagine. So let's get what they're asking for us. And to make these, we need copper and some copper plating and a gear. So not sure. Do we want to pull some of these out here? Let's do that. And now we've got to make the green logistics science pack. So let's see how we do that. That guy just sounds nasty. He's yelling at me on my headset. So I don't see the green one anywhere on here. So we need to have a lab, which we do. Why is it showing that we have a lab? Have assembling machines. We need 3 assembling machines. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and close the video and just and stop here. I'm going to learn a little bit more about the game, but I just wanted to give you a first run on it, kind of show you a little bit about Factorio, and then we're going to kind of deal with some of the headaches on here. Probably will run a series on it because I'm digging the game and I'm digging the automation. Jester at the same time has also talked about putting out a kitchen sink mod pack for Minecraft, so we might play a little bit of that as well. But you can again see that he streams, I think, 5 or 6 days a week now, and if you wanted to become a part of his community, he would certainly welcome people in. He's been on Twitch for 6-7 years, runs a very informative stream for Minecraft and a bunch of other games. But if you go into his community and say hi to him, just give him a wave for me and tell him B2 sent you, and we can keep it going. So if you know a lot about Factorio, I would love for you to drop some hints in the comment section and give me a little bit of a heads up, like on some things that will help out long term, right? As I'm new to playing the game, I will certainly take any advice on there. So wanted to make sure everything was filled up before I go, and I will talk to you guys soon. Hope you're having a great night.